Welcome back, guys. We're here with XTech Tactical for another overview. Today covering the Gen 6 Glock 45 and the Gen 5 Glock 45. We're going to go through some of the basics, the specs, measurements, weights, kind of the hand feels, upgrades, and differences between the two. Now, before we get started, first thing we want to do is a basic safety check. Make sure our firearms are actually clear and unloaded. And as we can see here, there's no ammunition inside of the firearm. So we are prepared to proceed with handling these. Let's go through our basic safety check, make sure our firearm is actually safe to be handling and unloaded here. And as we can see, there's no ammunition inside of our chamber. So we are actually clear, unloaded, and ready to be able to handle this firearm. Grabbing the weight on the Gen 5 45, unloaded, no magazine. That brings us to 1 pound, 7.3 ounces. But also keep in mind, this does have the Holosun 509T on top of it, so that will add and account for a little bit of that weight there. But with the unloaded 17 round magazine, we get to 1 pound and 10 ounces flat. And with a fully loaded 17 round magazine, we jump up to 2 pounds, 1.4 ounces. And our extra round for the loaded chamber takes us to 2 pounds and 1.9 ounces. Now to grab the weight of the Gen 6 Glock 45 here, unloaded with no magazine. We're coming in at 1 pound and 10 ounces. Now keep in mind that this is also featuring the O-Sight XR as well as the Streamlight TLR1HL. So that does add some extra weight onto it versus the stock firearm with no accessories. Now featuring the empty magazine as well as the unloaded firearm, we're coming in right about 1 pound, 12.8 ounces approximately. And with 17 rounds of ammunition added to simulate a fully loaded magazine, the weight comes in right about 2 pounds, 3.8 ounces. And for one extra round to simulate a loaded chamber, we get 2 pounds, 4.2 ounces approximately. And grabbing some measurements on the Gen 5 Glock 45 here, coming from the muzzle to about the end of that beaver tail, looks like we're coming in right about 7 inches flat. And grabbing the height from the end of the magazine base plate there to about the top of the slide approximately, it looks like we're getting right about 5¼ inches to the top of the slide. And to the top of the optic, looks like we're coming in right about 6¼ inches to the top of the optic there of the Holosun 509T. And to grab some width measurements there, look like we're coming in right about a 1.1885 inches on there. We're gonna grab some quick measurements of the Gen 6 45 here. So we're gonna go from the tip of the muzzle there back to the beaver tail end, and it looks like we're coming in right about 7¼ inches. And to go from the bottom of the mag there to the top of the slide, boom. I'd say that's approximately about 5¼ inches there. From the bottom of the mag to the top of the O-Sight there, I'd say that's about 6 3/8 of an inch to the top of the optic. All right, and to grab some quick measurements of the width here, we're gonna go for the thickest portion of the frame here. And it looks like we're coming in right about 1.294 inches on that guy. So taking a look at the two generations here between the Gen 5 and the Gen 6 Glock 45s, the feel and the way they kind of sit in the hand, I will say I am more fond of the Gen 6 here. Point being is that the texture is something that is a nice upgrade on it as well. We noticed that the protrusion versus kind of the shallowness that we get in the Gen 5 is something that is more aggressive but not annoyingly aggressive, so it does hug the hand a little better, as well as the molding that they did on the actual frame here. It kind of fits into the pockets of the hand a little better, giving you a more solid feel. The front strap of the grip is also a little more rounded, as well as continuing that textured portion there where the Gen 5 is a little more squared off. So it's a little harder to position in your hand or feel like you have a solid hold on it, whereas the Gen 6 feels a lot more comfortable instead. The relieved area here for a thumb ledge that's also textured, I do appreciate that they extended that textured forward instead of keeping it shallow and short. That does give you a nice thumb ledge to be able to rest your offhand thumb on, or even on the reverse side to index off of here and things like that. Whereas the Gen 5, we just see that kind of bulge out in this area here where they relieved it there. And you can get aftermarket cuts and things like that into it. However, I find that that ledge there is just a little more pronounced and a little easier to kind of ride on than even some of the aftermarket frames that I've had modified to include thumb ledges. As far as the texturing on the slide goes between the two, as you've heard me say before, if you've watched some of the previous comparison videos, Gen 6 wins. We got to give the nod to the Gen 6 for their tapered serrations and how they get deeper as you go to the top of the slide there, allowing you to pinch into it a little easier than, well, really a lot easier than you get on the Gen 5, which is a little more shallow. Definitely functional still, but the Gen 6 is definitely an improvement on that, so kudos to them for doing that. Trigger shoes between the two. The Gen 5 has your older curved trigger with that extended bladed safety in there, whereas the Gen 6 has a flat face shoe and that safety tab that is a lot more comfortable to ride on and kind of fully hides behind the flat face trigger, whereas the Gen 5 kind of tapers in on the trigger, leaving that safety blade right at the point that your finger is really contacting on. So Gen 6 is definitely an improvement and more comfortable there. XTech Tactical also has you covered the Mag 17s that you can get. These guys here do work across the generations, and I do highly recommend, if you're going for aftermarket mags, use something like the XTech mags that do feature the steel reinforcement on the lips there. So instead of just like the Magpul polymer, you get something that'll hold up a little more over time. And also on the MTX 17 plus 5, we do now offer an FDE colorway for this. So new colorways on the way. Let us know if there are some other colors you are interested in seeing or picking up. Let us know what you guys want and see how we can best serve you there. All right, guys, that wraps up another episode for us today. Let us know what you guys think. We went over the Gen 5 Glock 45 and the Gen 6 Glock 45. This is the gun sight edition. Let us know what you guys think about the Holosun, the 509T versus the O-Sight XR. Have you guys checked these optics out yet? Are they on your radar, something you want to consider? Are the features of the Gen 6 worthwhile to you? Does it move you any at all? If you have a Gen 5, are you considering upgrading? If you don't have a Glock unit in the market, which generation has your interest or your appeal right now? Which one do you think you're going to go for? Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we're looking forward to hearing from you. See you next time.